President Biden is taking part in the final major international summits of his presidency. He's on a 6-day visit to Latin America, starting in Peru, for meetings of the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation Summit. Early next week, he'll be in Brazil for the G20 summit. And today he is expected to meet with Chinese President Xi Jinping at a moment when U.S. policy toward China is likely to change with the new Trump administration. Natalie Brand is traveling with the president in Peru and joins us now. Natalie, good morning.
Good morning to you, Dana. President Biden has not publicly talked about President-elect Trump during his time in Peru so far, but the transition looms large over the meetings here. China is bracing for President-elect Trump to take a hardline approach. Some of his cabinet picks are considered China hawks, such as Secretary of State selection Senator Marco Rubio, who has been sanctioned by China. The White House says President Biden can't speak to policy changes that could happen under the next administration, but still believes keeping the lines of communication open is important to ensuring a smooth transition and managing the complicated yet consequential relationship between the two countries. That's why later today, President Biden will sit down with Chinese President Xi, the third in-person meeting of his administration. The White House hoping to build on their meeting from last year in California. At that time, resuming military-to-military communications was a key outcome since those communications had frozen as tensions flared last year. Taiwan, artificial intelligence, fentanyl, and cyber all expected to be on the agenda today. This meeting comes on the heels of a major hacking operation targeting telecom companies, which the U.S. government has attributed to Chinese-linked hackers. Now, while this meeting is expected to be largely ceremonial, a chance for these leaders to reflect, one expert on the region notes that President Xi may be trying to publicly signal a willingness to potentially strike a deal with the U.S. in light of the presidential transition and the threat of tariffs under a second Trump administration. Michelle?
A lot to work on. Natalie Brand, thank you.